Crypto.com CROCOIN holders, I've got a video for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about these Crypto.com credit cards. Originally they had just debit cards for a lot of users, but now in America, the Americans out there can get a credit card with their crypto. Pretty fascinating stuff. I'm going to be talking about CROCOIN. I opened up a position, a 20x long on CROCOIN as well. Hopefully we're going to still be in the profit by the end of this video. We're going to be talking about that as well. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Black Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, we're going to start off here on Twitter. You can follow me at 3the3Black. I say, my Crow fam, are we bullish on the new Crypto.com Visa cards? Are we? Visa credit cards? I think it's pretty awesome to see this finally get integrated into the crypto space because for a long time, you know, I want to be able to use credit and get cash back on my credit cards. I don't really want to have to load up debit cards to spend my crypto on to get cash back because I want to be holding that crypto. I want to be spending my credit and getting cash back in crypto. That's what I want. So I say, I think any new product that brings new users in is good for Crow. Will this be what sends us to $1? Now, in my opinion, I do think that any new product that comes out on Crypto.com that is moving more towards mass adoption, making crypto more of a second thought where you're not even thinking about it. You're just, oh, I'm spending crypto. Oh, I'm gaining crypto. Where it's just where the masses don't, that people that are outside of the crypto echo chamber, because let's be honest, that's what this is. They don't have to think about the intricacies of crypto and they're just using it. Something like the internet. You know, like that's how I want to draw the metaphor to crypto to internet. I think that the more people are using crypto on a day-to-day basis and they don't even realize it, the sooner we get to pure mass adoption. So I do think that the next step, credit cards, we're seeing what's happening with all these stablecoin issuers starting to go public. Like Circle went public. The stock is flying to all-time highs. It's at it was supposed to come out as a pre-IPO'd at like $21 and I believe $31, and now it's $120. And you're seeing all this stablecoin legislation come out because, guys, where we're going with this is banking, crypto and banking, crypto and credit cards getting integrated into the financial institutions, and that's how you're going to see mass adoption. So I want to go over these credit cards a little bit here. So you can get up to 6.5% cash back for the first 12 months of the Obsidian card, which is pretty crazy. And if you spend X amount, there's a next chart here, but I'll show you here. You'll get these cash bonuses depending on what level card you have as well. It says pay your balance directly in your Crypto.com app and $0 annual credit card fee. Pretty nice to see that with that kind of cash back. So let's go over this a little bit here. So if you spend $25,000 in the first 180 days on the Obsidian card, you get $5,000 on top of your cash back, on top of that 6.5% cash back. In the first 12 months, guys, you want to take advantage of these hot promotions because they're trying to get new users to use this product that they just came out with. Because in the next 12 months, it'll only be 5% for the cash back. This is the maximum tier. And yes, you need to lock up $500,000. Yes, that's true. It's a lot of money. But some of you guys, if you're crypto whales out there, you might want to get this card because you get the 6.5% cash back and it's a credit card. It's not using crypto, right? I have the Icy and Rose Gold card. I'm using the Rose Gold card right now. I have not converted to my credit yet, so it's just a debit card, but I'm going to look into that as well. But guys, if you guys want to, in the description box below this video, I'll put an affiliate link down there and you can sign up for a credit card or a debit card and you can start getting some cash back on crypto and you can spend your crypto easily if you want to do that as well. So looking at CROCOIN right now, on that news, we did get a little bit of a bounce, but I will say today, we've been kind of just chopping around. We saw a little bit of a sell-off into the daily candle closure, and I did open up a long position about 30, 45 minutes after the daily candle closure played out. But as of right now, guys, we are flirting with a very important support level at about 0.0992 cents. I do not want to see us close below this level. I would say, hey, I'm getting a little bit bearish if we start to close below this because this does look like it's starting to do something like that if we see a breakdown here. I do want to see it. I mean, we could come down to say 0.0963 and everything would be, the bullish structure would be fine. But that being said, it'd be be a little bit too close for comfort, if you will. I really want to see us hold above this level, and if we do hold above this level, based on the 4-year cycle, Q4 should be bullish, and it should be setting us up for a nice little bounce heading up to 12 cents. Now, I do want to talk about Q4 and my invalidations because, if you've been watching the Crypto Report for a while, I've been saying Q3 should be sluggish and bearish. With my invalidation of the end of June, if we're rallying and we're close to new all-time highs, then I think we're going to front run the bullishness of Q4 into Q3. So that's kind of what I want to really emphasize on. So right now is a very important time because Bitcoin is rallying. We're near all-time highs. And right now we came down a little bit, but I still think there's a good chance that we're front running Q4's bullish price action in Q3. So I did open up a little bit of a long position on CRO just in case we do hold this support level here. And guys, I like to trade around the daily candle closure. It closed about 30 minutes ago, and I like to try to catch some of that volatility. Right now, it's down about $2, $3, only a $100 trade. It's high leverage, but I'm not too worried about it, guys. When you're using anything like over 10x leverage, if you've been watching, I preach this. Anything over 10x leverage, you need to be willing to lose that money, be trading with money you're not afraid to lose. Now, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, showing you guys my strategies, because when this market is hot, I try to take on high leverage. I try to capitalize on the volatility, and in Q4 of the 4th phase of the bull market is when you get the most volatility by far, guys. So if you do want to take advantage of the links down below, we have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, and also I'll have the crypto.com Visa card link down below as well if you want to use some of those. If you want to sign up for a credit card using crypto, it's pretty cool. But all right, so let's talk about the overall market, right? Bitcoin's at 108K, down about 1.2%. We came up to 112,000, I believe, 110, 111,000. Some exchanges were like 113K, give or take. I'm sure on crypto.com, the spread is kind of big, so I did see 112 or 113,000. But I do think that you focus on Bitcoin dominance here, sitting at 63.1. We exclude stablecoins, we're at 65.1. We've been in like a half a percent range for a significant amount of time, like a couple months now, and I think that all eyes are on Bitcoin, guys. And we'll take a look at Bitcoin here shortly, but right now, like, alts are kind of just suffering. Let's be honest, like, they're suffering. This cycle has been Bitcoin and stable coins, like those, because the institutions are coming into Bitcoin, and this isn't a retail-driven bull market like it was back in 2022, because there isn't all that free helicopter money flying around. So looking at Cronos right now, we are sitting at rank 36. And I believe, we're sitting at 2.96 billion, just barely below 3 billion. But the 24-hour volume is increasing here at $22 million. I'd like to see that. We'd like to see it grow a little bit more. And I do think that when crypto.com starts advertising all these new products they're coming out with, I do expect some of that volume to get pushed to Cronos, some of that volume to get pushed to that CROCOIN price action, guys. So I do want to talk about Bitcoin here for a second, because we wicked up to, when was it? In May, we wicked up all the way to 112,000. Yeah, so 113K, I think, on crypto.com. But we recently, in June, this was a couple days ago, we came up to 110K. I want to look at the weekly time frame real quick. I haven't looked at this yet. I'm curious where we're sitting at here. Yeah, so weekly time frame is pretty, nothing's really happening here. I will say, though, seeing the momentum wave on Market Cipher, light blue, it looks like it wants to go dark blue. You don't really want to see that just yet. You want to see us come above the 60 line here on the weekly, which is this dark white line here. That's kind of like my bull market territory. When you're above it, like right here and right here, you are in bull market territory. And right now, guys, we're not really in that. But yes, we do have a green dot on the momentum wave to the downside, and money flow is trying to curl up slowly. So I do think that I do think it's possible that we do make this move to the upside by the end of June. But I will say that I think the probability of us just kind of chopping around this level for the next month or so is much more likely than us actually making new all-time highs into the end of June, okay? I do want to throw that out there, because I think that a lot of people, especially on the weekly time frame, it really looks that way. On the daily time frame, it tells a little bit of a different story. I mean, like, you can see that the green dot on the momentum wave and the money flow is like really thick and green. I mean, but I will say the RSIs are curled down a little bit right here. So maybe we do chop around for the next couple days sideways. But I do think that regardless, we're going to see higher highs by the end of 2025 Unless, of course, guys, there's always an unless. There's an invalidation point. My invalidation point is closing below 94,000. A wick below, sure, that's fine. Bullish structure still intact. But anything like any daily, weekly candle closures below, especially daily, let's say like weekly candle closure will scream pain if we're below 94K. But on the daily time frame, we could come below 94K. But I just don't think that closures below 94K would be an indication that would be saying, hey, this is probably a double top, and hey, we're probably looking at the cycle being over for until probably a bearish 2026, in my opinion. But guys, if you like some content, are you bullish on CROCOIN? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. And are you excited about these crypto.com credit cards? They're not just debit cards anymore. I'm pretty excited about it because I've always wanted to be able to get cash back in crypto and without spending my crypto, because that was my issue originally with the debit cards. Is I don't really want to spend too much of my crypto. I don't really want to load it up it's like a checking account at that point, but with a credit card, it's pretty exciting. But that's all I got, guys. If you like some content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. See you next one. Bye bye.